Hello everyone, this is Cheryl
And I'm Charles.
and we are
CNC
Are We There Yet? And we are celebrating 1 year full-time RV life.
Can't believe it.
Follow us for the adventures of CNC.
And if you like what you see, hit subscribe and notification button so you get all our latest and greatest episodes.
And thank you for watching.
Taking my chances along with my dreams.
In celebrating our 1 year anniversary of full-time RV life and traveling, we wanted to share a summary of our journey so far. We wanted to tell you why we did it, when we did it, what we did, and where we went to. And if you want to follow our travels, you can follow us at CNC RV There Yet. Please watch, like, and subscribe. We did it because when COVID hit, we were living on the beach at the time in Florida, in South Florida, and the beach was closed down and we were on lockdown like everybody else. We had to cancel all our trips, and we thought, what's the best way to travel during this time? We knew that COVID would be around for a long time. The whole world was shut down, so it wasn't going to be a quick fix. So my hubby, who was familiar with RVing, he had owned 2 RVs before, he suggested, why don't we buy an RV and travel? We can social distance in our RV. And we love to travel. We've been traveling since we got together. We've done so much travel together. We love traveling. So he started researching and looking into buying an RV. Our condo building was under construction and life wasn't the same. It was very noisy. With the beach closed, it wasn't pleasurable as it was before. So we decided this was a good time and we started preparing. And what we did was my hubby started doing the research, found an RV, and we went to test drive it. This was the RV. We looked at one, we test drove one, and this is the one we purchased. It had everything we needed and wanted, so we decided this was the time to buy. It was several months before we were planning to move in full time. So what we did was we started downsizing, purging, getting rid of stuff. And we thought, if we're going to travel for a long time and leave Florida for a long time, we didn't want the headaches of a home in Florida. So we thought we would sell our house, and that's what we did. So we really downsized. Besides a small storage unit in Florida, everything we have is in this RV. We simplified our life and we love it. It's stress-free. We don't have to worry about stuff. We only plan our adventure now, and it's an awesome, freeing lifestyle. When we first moved into our RV, we traveled through Florida. We spent some time on the west coast of Florida, North Florida, Central Florida. We just enjoy different parks locally in Florida, and we decided we would leave Florida the first week of February. We wanted to spend the holidays with our family before we went on our journey across America. So we left the first week in February and we started through Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans. We were in New Orleans during the freeze. We were in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, which was canceled due to COVID, but also they had record-breaking low temperature because of the freeze. Everything in the park froze up, the water pipes, everything, even the water splashing from the pool was frozen. And that was our first taste of winter on our journey. After New Orleans, we went over to Texas. Texas is so big, we spent a month or 5 weeks in Texas, traveling all over. And then we continued on to New Mexico, Arizona, California. California is so big and so beautiful, so many things to see and do. We spent a long time in California. Unfortunately, then the fires started into California, and we started zigzagging across the state, avoiding more dangerous, hazardous areas. And we decided then to head more north to Oregon. And there were a lot of fires in Oregon, so we stayed along the coast from Oregon. We traveled up to Washington. We went on to Montana, Wyoming. We came down to Colorado. We spent several weeks in Colorado. I love Colorado, all the mountains, so beautiful. From Colorado, we continued coming down to Oklahoma, Missouri. We spent some time into Arkansas. We took a side trip to Arkansas as well. We have done so many cool things onto this journey. We have taken historic train rides. We have seen the biggest trees on earth and the tallest trees on earth. We have stayed into 40 different RV parks and resorts, and we have had so many beautiful experiences in these parks with the nature. We were able to see a deer nursing her young. We saw mother goose coming by in our park into California. We have had so many cool experiences on our journey. Could we have done this if we weren't RVing? No, we could not have taken a 10-month trip. But because we have our home on the go, it makes it affordable for us, and we can experience things in our own time, because you don't always have good weather. So sometimes you plan to stay for a few days and you stay longer because maybe the weather isn't good and you have to work around the weather. So you can plan your journey. We don't book ahead, so we have more freedom to stay in parks longer, and places, if we like places, we always stay longer. Of course, to live this lifestyle, you have to be open to change, because you're moving around all the time, different states, different parks. We have, besides visiting 16 different states, we have visited 9 national parks. We started with White Sands into New Mexico. We visited Joshua Tree, the Sequoia Forest, the Redwood National Forest. We went to Yosemite, absolutely beautiful. We visited Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, which runs into 3 states, it's so big, the Grand Tetons, the Rocky Mountains. I just love the national parks. And I love the RV parks because of the nature as well. So if you like to travel, this is a wonderful way to travel. Of course, for us, we made it possible because we work from home. So if you work remotely and you love to travel, this is a great combination. And we are always willing to share tips for anybody who's starting out, in their new RV adventure. We would love to help.